yeah! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! What'd I tell you FGO was gonna go to? Let's go! Sorry if I just blew some eardrums in chat.
Hey. Catching you off guard all day, every day. You know, come in on a Taco Tuesday. Hopefully everyone had a, yeah, Robert, yeah, I like to do that every once in a while. Get you guys on the tippity toes of the toppity tips. Especially if you're rocking some earbuds. Oh my good Lord Almighty. What's up, Robert, though? Anyone else that's out there? Hot mic. Hot mic. Hot mic. Let me get the other... going to as well. Was working some trade the pool today, so I had one side trade the pool, the other side think or swim. So I was charting with think or swim using trade the pool today, and again looking to do that funded account challenge coming up soon. Just getting used to the platform today, which is pretty easy to use. It's not too hard, pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Okay, well, I don't need that one over there too. Let's go over here with this one though. Bam. Alright, so GLC, the top small cap to play. I missed this short earlier. I didn't golly, I think it was Giovanni. I think it was you. Wasn't it Giovanni that brought this up in chat? Speaking of, good morning, what's up, cousin Greg, Roberto, Giovanni, Austin Trader, Green Days. Just a crazy, just a thumper dumper. So I put that up. I was really just focused on small cap plays. Actually, CSAI was one of them. I caught this on the halt down. I saw this bear flag forming, and I was like, I'm going to attack this. This looks like it wants to sell off under yesterday's low of day, and I actually caught a piece of, I should say CSAI. Didn't alert it in chat quick enough because it was just out of nowhere. But, of course, the main play was us in if I can even talk, SLDB. Said once, especially I said once it cracked 6, goodbye. Now, it pretty much said goodbye, came up, kind of flirted with 6 for a minute, but now it's kind of pooped its way to nothing. It had some wonkiness here on opening bell, but our short was right here in pre-markets. I said $7 to VWAP crack. Everyone get in. The only thing to worry about, 675, under 675, which we did hold for a minute. We right at the opening bell, we got our move down to 630. So it was kind of up, and then it was down, and it was down again. And this is where I finally took the profit because it hit my stop loss, then came down. I was like, I'm done with this play. Let me take most of it, but 1,000 shares. And so then, of course, I wanted for that move down to 6, which we did eventually get because it came up and tested my stop loss again. And then we came back down. I got out in this green candle right there. Came down, red candle. I'm like, anything in the teens I see, I'm taking it. And as soon as it hit the 16s, I was out. And she's done. CSAI, done. Both these plays just... Now, GCL definitely your small cap play to keep an eye on. Newer IPO. This is only 2 days worth of movement. Had a big spike up in pre-market. Kind of trying to hold what we did fail there. 8 to around the 750 mark will be key. That could end up being the end of the play. I haven't really looked elsewhere today. I saw you guys talking about STAI. It's got this W shape as well. We know about those W shapes. I know K. Clausen, Lone Wolf, CR Trader, Mafia, any of the traders that were at the AKNR, and we talked about this extensively, and it's pretty easy to see. The fact is where to trade, it's the thing that I'm going to try to figure out. But we do have the W shape where the right side of the W is higher, and there goes your test to high of day. Beautiful. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. What's up, Blade? Killing them vamps out there. Yeah, that meta was mad. Yeah. Meta was wow. I mean, you're talking in the first hour of the day, you dropped 20 buckaroonies. I mean, gee. I want to ask for anyone that has the morning alerts. Did they take any plays? There we go. K. Clausen could play with SLDB. Oh, yep. There we go. Yeah, K. Clausen definitely did. That W, Lone Wolf, you know it. Robert, yeah, if anyone else wants to know, and I don't know about today, Robert, but Myron, anybody else in chat, anybody listening right now, did anyone make any money on my morning alerts today, whether it was large cap, small cap? SLDB was the main one because there really wasn't a lot moving in small capville for pre-market trades. Now, as far as large caps, I really have kind of moved away from them, and I haven't really been trading them that often. So maybe, and I know traders are probably still using those levels, but today I just wasn't. I was just trying to focus on trade the pool and its platform, and focusing on shorting, because I actually, did shorting in pre-market, which, I was getting used to, which was pretty easy. I got filled, pretty decent price. So yeah, it's just anyway, but yeah, that was my play, was SLDB and focusing in on it. STAI, beautiful W shape, $4 area there, resistance. Now, if we go to past chart history, what do we have beyond the grave? Oh, and is this another play here that's a newer IPO? And if so, this play is at all-time highs right now. STAI is at all-time high Runatos. All right, so I'm putting this over in Dex Lobby, and I did say this last week. I need too bad now. I was gonna ask you guys what the new trend was. Do you remember what I said? New IPO plays. I said this last week. I've typed it over, and I know over in Dex Lobby as well. But I said new IPO plays are definitely the trend right now, which we've seen this in the past. I'd say HKD, SHPH. Last time this was a trend, which was August into September of 2022. HKD and SHPH, because I'd always fool people in 2022, and it was always a giveaway question. I would say, which stock have I made the most money on this year? Which was SIGA, SIGA. I always say SIGA. And the most money I made on one ticker was Shrimps, SHPH, which was a new IPO play that went pretty bonkers back in the day. And I'll pull both of those up real quickly. Bounce play. Again, if you are interested, I would be very careful now in this downtrend. Worried, in my opinion, we should be getting a bounce, right? But is it going to happen here at this 750 VWAP, or are we going to get a move down? And I really love this sandwich area at 650. Old resistance equals new support. I like that's nice and clean cut. Now, of course, where is the play, right? Bounce play for STAI. I would go at 375 for snakeskin Randy traders to 380. And those ones that can scalp real quick and take profit 4 to 415. Quick little bounce. The more proper bounce is going to be at 355-ish area into that VWAP. Somewhere in here. And you can see where my crosshairs are coming toward and all that area I'm talking about. SLDB's done. I knew I should have. That's one of those plays I should have just held all day long. Do we have anything else in some... Oh, my. Whoa. Amazon did keep going down for the day. That was one earlier that I did look with Meta. Built up, and I didn't look at it since it came down more. Built this bear flag right here at 225. Nice whole round number. The fives, every five's usually pretty big with large caps. Cracked it. Hasn't ever seen anything back above it. Just going through some plays now, just so you guys know. I'm like, so this is the plays I missed. AMD ugly for the day. Absolutely horrendo. Google cracked on the way down. It now really just bear flagged out. Not really a lot going on there at the bottom of the day. Microsoft, ugly as can be. NVDA, ugly as can be. Tesla's flag's pretty ugly. Had a nice W shape, but it's just so tight. It's tight. The upper and lower VWAP band just aren't moving much, but that might maybe change. So just kind of going through some plays. I am not sure how to take your alerts correctly. Could you walk me through them? Okay, what are you using the levels as bounce? Okay, you going large caps or small caps? Large caps or small caps, boss? Which ones are we talking about? Bull flag building up right now in STAI, looking to squeeze for more. Bull flag for STAI, looking to squeeze for more. Large caps. Yep, those are just levels more so, boss. I'll leave some days out. It just has. It sucks right now with the large caps. There will most times. I would say the first year of me doing the morning alerts from August 23 to August 24, I would have come over to, and what I do every day is I go to a 15-day, 15-minute time frame, and I try to break down levels where we can move to if we break above or go below or whatever. And every day I would have found at least a ticker, and then some days there'd be multiple, like, cream in my panties, so to speak, on which ones. Oh my God, that's sexy. I want to trade that. Hey, what to trade at the opening bell? Like today, I was a little late, so today was small caps. You need to get that gist. If I'm not rushing and move to large caps, and you hear that, I know you haven't had them probably that long, but if you would have been around since like Myron 62 and Mafia and all these people that have had them for over a year. They know what I like. You should be able to tell by my tone and what I'm alerting and how quickly I am alerting it and what I'm going over what is sexy to me for the day. Like today, you should be able to tell I was not very interested in large caps. I wasn't quick getting to them. I took my time getting through all of them. There wasn't a ooh la la. You'll see there will be a chef kiss as well. You are in the ugliest time I've ever seen ever in large caps. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's the ugliest I've ever seen large caps right now. And so you're not getting that, hey, what to trade at the bell of this player. Oh my gosh, this play is going to take off or whatever, or go crack. We aren't getting that. And so now what I'm doing when you take my levels and you can go through any of these plays that we're talking about, right, that have moved up. We'll just go to like meta since it really cracked today. And what I'm looking for would be things like, hey, watch for meta, and I remember saying this, watch for meta to crack, I think it said 336, and I meant 737. Watch for 737, and what I'm looking at is this shelf right here. Once that cracks, it's probably going to run down to here at 735. Under 735, it's going to hit 733. And it may not see any support at 735 because what I see right here is boom and boom, and this right here all kind of leads in together. And so I would say if we crack through this area, we're probably going straight to there. And if we crack through this area right through here, I bet we're going to go down to here. And so those are levels for you to take trades. If and when, now again, got to use your brain. You can't be like, all right, well, he said crack a 730. I think that was my normal low of day maybe right here. That was maybe my that was my ultimate was down in this area. Let's just say that wasn't my ultimate and say this was my normal low of day, 728.75 to 730. Well, we say crack of that, it's going to go down to 725. And it should probably, right? But bro, you done missed out on a lot of the short. So kind of you have to use your brain and go, am I chasing this short? But I'm giving you levels, so if you were short already, you know if it cracks this area that you need to be, strong enough. And so I'm trying to give you these levels so you stick to them. This bear flag looks really juicy. I will say this right here on meta. If we are looking for a trade here at lunch, this looks so good right now, team. There's just nothing under this area. Okay, a little bit right there at 715. I just don't know. I really wish this wasn't through here. I wish this was like the end all be all summoned through. So it is kind of be like, where's the bounce going to be at? Yeah, okay. We will go down a little bit, but I don't like this. It's not clean cut. I don't know where that's going to bounce at. It's really, and at that point of chasing the short. So anyway, back to you, Robert. And on the way up, I'm doing the same thing. This is at all-time highs. So I'm only using what I've seen other plays when they go to all-time highs, and I'm giving you levels. So again, break of a level, it should go to the next level. I'm essentially saying those are your support and resistance areas. That's what they were mainly for. I started doing this, again, forever ago, back in August in 2023, but it was before that when I came up with the idea because so many people would come over and ask me about, like, say, Meta's cracking today. Meta, what's the next level? AK, what's the next level? But anyway, I would have these, I just have like 8 people in a row ask, hey, should I short this? Hey, where's the balance? And so whatever reason popped in my head to just give these levels out, support and resistance areas before the day started. So most days you're not going to have this massive, $30 move in the end, or 20 plus. I know it's now, it could be 30 in the end on a given day. It's typically not going to happen. So I'm giving you normal range levels. So I know if we typically move, let's just say 18 to 28, a $10 day, that's what I'm typically going to use in my normal high and normal lows. Now, I might even have that as my ultimate high and ultimate low because, hell, look at the way we've chopped and had really rangy days. But it's a lot of up and down movement. So all I'm ever doing when I give you these tickers, like Apple today was one that never then broke out. Didn't really work out that great. But your trade would be, I know I said, over 745.50. Watch for the squeeze, and then I give you levels up. Same thing for the way down. I just zoom in and go, okay, cool. Crack of 244.65. Watch for the crack back down to 244.20. Under 244.20, down to 243.80 area, 243.90. Under that, down to yesterday's main support at lunch and then power hour. And then, then you're using those levels for the original short idea was your ass needs to be here on it already. Now, I think that looks like it happened in pre-market, but that's why I'm giving you those. You're not supposed to, you can't trade all those tickers. I can't trade all these tickers. Someone trades Apple every day. Someone trades Amazon or Apple and AMD and Google, blah, 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 blah. And if they do and I say it's ugly, I'm sorry, but I'm saying it's ugly. I wouldn't trade it. I'm trying to stick, like even Cousin Greg came in last week and said, another reason that whatever he said about loving the morning alerts, or in the last couple of weeks he said this, is that it's taking me, I'm not losing money because he's telling me don't go trade that. So I probably would go trade it. But yeah, he says don't, it's ugly, it's choppy, and I don't. And so anyway, so I give you levels to use so you are an Apple. Every day you look at NVIDIA or you look at Apple or Tesla. Now you have levels that you can use. And my levels, and I wish Nooch was in chat, and there's been multiple traders that they'll put my levels in and I'll do one-on-ones with them and I'll look at it later. I'm like, oh my God, those lines are perfect. Now that's not every day, but it's really good. And so it's that you're getting levels every single day. And then if I love something, I'm giving you trade ideas, like letting you know, hey, look for this typically, so it's first off, you get levels on, from A to T, essentially from Apple to Tesla. And then you find your favorite ticker. And then maybe you get a little influence with me too as well, or by me, I should say, oh, okay, damn, he likes that. I like that too. Whatever. Right. That's what I'm there for to say. And then for small caps, because that's what I'm definitely there for in pre-market, to say, hey, here's your levels. Here's what you should trade. Short SLDB. Here's the level to short it. And then where to, But same thing for large caps. That's what I'm doing, even if I'm not trading, because there'll be small cap plays I'm not trading. So then I'm just giving you levels to trade. Hey, here's where I see support and resistance. Trade these levels. Crack of this, it should go to there. Crack of this, it should go to there. Break of here, it should go to there. And, my lines are typically, I'd say 80-90% of the time right. I see also for small caps, you would say kind of similar bad conditions. Yeah, oh yeah, I've said this a few times here recently. This is the worst I've seen both together at the same time. It's close to being the ugliest I've ever seen with small caps just because of how inconsistent it is. But combined together, because it's like, it was always, it's like right now, it's just hard to trade. And I've had that with a lot of traders, of course, the one-on-ones and whatever, even people in chat talking about it. It's not the easy. You have to be really patient right now, and you don't need. This is the worst time to be an over trader or scalper. Tay, yes, nice short from the morning alerts. Yep, just continues to go down. SLDB does. As of last checked, Amazon still a little bit of movement down. SLDB still slowly and steady back down to dirt that she came from. Looking like some more crack, like I said, with Meta. Let's see, Cracker. Tommy G, what about Cracker? You call me a cracker? GLC bounced off the old trend line. Nice, baby. GLC is, like I said, the number one mover in my opinion as far as can spike today, just being that it's up over 100%. But STAI is not far behind at 90. So, they are definitely battling out who's going to be the mob winner by the time we're done with lunch today. Your ultimate low of day on ARM was pretty much spot on. Well, I don't know if you wish you would have mentioned it when you. Okay, Clausen, what was it? I don't know what it was anymore. What was it? You can't be throwing that out like a teaser. It's almost like you don't want to, though. You're like, well, no, they got to get the morning alerts. Maybe then they know if they got the morning alerts. So don't tell them. Shh, don't tell them now. Don't tell them. They gotta sign up for them to get that. I'm gonna say it was either my ultimate low of day was last. I think it was last. Was it Wednesday and Thursday at the same lows? Yep. My ultimate low of day is last Wednesday and Thursday. It was my normal low of day here. Normal low of day here, like 156. Ultimate low of day here. That's what I'm gonna say. I remember this now as ultimate low of day, and I'm even started with that. Maybe I can't remember. 156. Okay. Was my normal. That's what I thought was my normal low of the day. No, you stop. They're not bothering you, Lilu. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, I'm like the morning alerts. I'm just trying to get most of. Yeah, oh, I know. And you can. And that's why I think a lot of people cancel, because I think in the end they're not. And I say, come ask me. You know, come live. We go over it at lunch every day, and I'll say, here's where I put those levels and why I put them in. You can say, hey, here's where the levels were on. And first and foremost, let's not try to trade all the damn tickers, right? You know, let's just try to minimize it to what is your favorite tickers you're trading most days. You know, you should know it's or like me, I'm a free floater. I'm just looking for the best setup. I'm just showing at the bar as a single guy every day. I don't have I love NVDA. She's my girl. My man, she backstabbed you last week though. Man, she killed your ass, man. Anyway, I don't have a favorite. And maybe you do, and it just makes it easier for you, and that's fine. But you need to be disciplined on those days, because there will be days, and I'll just go to like a 3-minute time frame. I don't know what you should at least be in a 3 to 5 minute time frame at this point in the day, and say you're trading a chart like I think Google was pretty ugly. Nah, AMD was definitely. Whoa. Now maybe that trend line crack you want to attack, but after the chart and I've seen all day long, would I want to attack a trend line? Have I seen a trend line crack work on this play? Have I seen anything? Now, maybe the break of high, and I did alert that. And that probably hit levels for you to take profit. And that's another reason why. Because I'm not like, hey, break of Friday's high of day, watch for a move to 120. No, I'm giving you levels to make sure your ass should have taken at least some profit before you got that smack in the face reversal. But you have to find your favorite first and foremost. A. B. Narrow it down every single day to what you're trying to trade on top of that. Do you like to go long? Do you like to go short? Can you, like some traders like myself, go long or short doesn't matter? That's why tracking and journaling comes in huge, you know? So you're trying to minimize as much. Like I said, dumb things down. You know, process of elimination. That's what helps you out in being a trader and saying, shit, here's where I trade, when I trade, and how I trade. I mean, I said, anyway, whatever, but you get my point. Essentially, what time I trade, what I'm trading, and how I'm trading it. Lulu, what are we doing up there? You better be good and not make anything fall, honey boo boo pants. You see her up there? Y'all guys see Lulu? What is she doing? Does your cat? Yeah, right. What's she doing? Lily. I love her. She's a goop. She loving life. You know, I love the rescues. All our cats have always been rescues. They're just like, this is great. Does your cat play the video games behind you? Yeah, Tay, right? Now she's in the window, finally. She's gonna sit on the bar stool, the Ninja Turtles gaming bar stool. Just chilling, looking out the window. I love her. Aussie chick, what's up? Aussie chick. Yeah, definitely looking at this for sure, team. I know 100%. I know I've kind of showed this off big time to a lot of you traders in chat, but looking to get this beautiful ride right here. It's just not like, oh, look, Avery, because we left the other day. I'm going to go back and drive it on Monday. I mean, I want it. She's like, you can get it. I mean, I knew that was going to be the talk. She was like, you know, I want it. Like, this is exactly the build I would want, you know, because if you go build this has $54,000 in add-ons. The wheels, the magnesium wheels, they're over 15. They're almost 16K. 16K add-on for the wheels. 4K a piece for those wheels, essentially. So, but yeah, it's absolutely a stunner. Like, oh, absolutely the way I'd want. And the of course, naturally aspirated, no turbo. This is perfectly built for the track, which of course you add the turbo, and oh my god, you start adding stuff in on this guy. This thing could, I mean, it only has 493 horsepower. 493 horsepower, yet 0-60 is 2.9 to 3 seconds. Quarter mile 11 flat. I love that door handle. That is so cool. Like, that is just, I love it. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful right there. But the house is coming. Avery's like, you get it. I'm like, I don't want her to be like, and the engine's right behind you. Mid-engine placement right there. House was built. This would be a done deal. I already have this at the house. I mean, look how it only has 500 miles on it, too. Only has 500 miles on it, too, which is really... So this is like... Exterior, absolutely bonkers gorgeous. Bonkers gorgeous, but yeah, I would never want to build a Porsche. And you can't really, unless you got like 911, you could probably do, you won't be able to build a GT4 RS. You won't be able to build no GT3 RS. You're going to have to get it used. That's like getting a Ferrari from them. You might be able to build with like a lower end Porsche, like a I think a 911 turbo, but I've kind of looked into, you just won't be able to build one unless you've had extensive buying history with them. So I know I'd want to get one, that's cool. 500 miles on it. That's a baby. But the specs, I'd never want to build one because you go all day. 50K. I mean, I forgot what all he added, but it was 50K like that essentially. You know, the carbon fiber, you know, which is a Wysock patch, Wysock pack. If I could say the name right, I think it's Wysock if I'm saying it correctly. It's a track that they have over in Germany. Because that did move in front of Ferrari. Because Ferraris are so expensive. F8's 500K. 500K is double the price of that. Double the price of that for an F8. Especially if it's only going to have 500 miles on it. I'm like, damn. That one's track ready. I mean, but it's street legal, but track ready. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I love the car, man. Shout out to Reserve. How much does it cost? 220. 220 blade. 225, yeah, half the house, yeah, exactly. And that's why Avery's like, here's the, I'll show you everything. Here you go. I'll show you everything. Here it is. It's because it's right here in Little Rock. It's one of those things where it was like for you ad when I was going through Facebook the other day, and you know, like Little Rock Porsche, and that was the first one. I was like, my mouth dropped. I never forget. I showed Avery. Avery was like, that's gorgeous. First words out of Avery's mouth was, that's gorgeous. I was like, fuck yeah, I sold her on that already. I didn't know what she would think, if she was like, no, it's too much, you know, because it's got the wing and stuff, so I didn't know if she would like that GT, you know, kind of look, the track look, because I'm not a big GT3 RS fan. I love the 911, but not a big fan of the GT3 RS. It's too short for me. I don't know. I like the 911, I like the M3. I love the M3. That's what I want. I want the M3 competition, right? But the M4 comp is what they use. Like BMW has their, you know, GT series. It's the 4. It looks sexier to me and a little longer, and that's how this is. It's longer. It just looks sexier. That wing fits it better now. So anyway, yeah, it's absolutely the RS is just absolutely. And he sent pictures too. I thought it had the carbon fiber, a picture of that badass carbon fiber wing. There's not an angle on that. As every angle on that thing is absolutely. See, that definitely. And that's why, if anything, I can easily get the M3 competition, and that was already a done deal. And that's why Avery I've even had that ask, like, what happened to the M3 comp? I was like, well, I still want to get that. I mean, I can get that right now. But yeah, it's funny. It was funny how Avery even said that there. She's like, I thought we were doing this first, because she was going to drive the BMW. She wouldn't drive that. She wouldn't touch that. She would not drive that. Avery would not drive that. I would try to force her to, and she wouldn't. She would be so worried she would do something wrong. She wants to drive the M3 competition, X-Drive. X3M competition. So Elvira is an X3M competition. So I have an M3 competition essentially, but it's just in the SUV version. But the new X-Drives actually produce more power. The new M3. The M3 competition X-Drives produce more power now. They produce like 523. Even though BMW's lying, they're like 550, 560 dynoed, like stock. People have dynoed them right when they, you know, and they're like, BMW and Porsche, the German especially, those two always underestimate. They don't, and it's for a lot of the guidelines for over there for Germany. So they'll say like 0 to 60 is 3.8. Elvira 0 to 60, slowest times are 3.7, 3.8. Slowest times are 3.7, 3.8. I've got a little draggy right here, the little draggy thing where you can, anyway. My fastest times are 3.5s, 3.4s, 3.6s in there. So BMW definitely lying about their 0 to 60s and the horsepower. So anyway, so if I don't get the GT4 RS right now, that one, I'm gonna go up there and talk to him again on Monday and see if there's something we can. But I'll definitely this year. Then oh yeah, because I was already thinking like heavily here recently about getting that M3 competition X drive soon, like soon. I'm getting the bug for it bad, but it's an X3M competition. So that would cost more than. Oh right, oh yeah, right, and that's what. And again, that's what drew me in, Blade. That's what drew me in. That oh wow, new high of day on SDI. When I was like, oh man, I thought these were like going to be like three and a quarter, you know, because this actually it was 200. That shows you how they hold their value. This was actually 200. This is actually overpriced. This brand new was like 205, of course, plus taxes or whatever. But this is like 20,000. So that's how much they hold their value and gain value. Those GT3, GT4 RSs. That's why I want to get one too, because I know it'll just increase over time. To imagine 10, 15 years from now. But yeah, that's definitely, and I wouldn't do anything to that probably for like 5 years. I don't know, and then finally would want to maybe tune it. But I never said I would definitely take that. I'd take it out here and there just to kind of show off, but that would be definitely a track car for me. Or I'd say I'd never go to the track. I'd go to the track with that thing. Does your income say, oh man, I don't tell you hey, with Geico right now and the 4 vehicles we have, we only pay $500 a month. $500 a month. We've got a $110,000 Jeep Wrangler, got a $90,000 BMW X3M competition, have a $80,000 Jeep Wrangler. It'll go up, but hey, they'll be like, okay, well, you're slowly increasing them. Oh man, SDA, let's put this in a 3-minute time frame here, team. Nice, good move up here. Again, if you look at it, all-time high, so we have to use today's charting and today's charting alone. Support's going to be, well, let's go back to the 1 to see if we can clean it up a little better. Right here, it's going to try to hold this 410, 415 area. If it cracks that, watch for a move back down to former high of day in 395. The safest bounce, the sandwich area right here, it's 375. 375 safest bounce. Watch for a VWAP crack. I'm telling you right here. So we did get a bounce a little higher than I anticipated, which I was like talking about into the VWAP 750. So there's our bounce plays. Watch for that 750 crack and the move down. 650 area is the last best area to hold this play up. Cop magnet, I know. Here, I'll have to show this off though too. So I love this guy's reviews.
It does have the center locking lugs, just like the GT3, just like race cars with the RS.
Mine are the magnesium wheels, so mine are even sicker than
you have
these.
Your 6-piston Brembo cal.
But check it out.
If you ever wondered what the heck is that? That is Porsche's test track.
Oh, 4K? 4K?
Over in Germany. So because this has the Weissach package, you actually have more goodies than your standard GT4 RS. One of those is going to be
for this
carbon fiber hood.
Actually, let's just get to the goods. Let's just get to the goods. I showed Aussie Chick this last night. Check it out. This guy just right here absolutely goes to heaven.
Forever.
I have never seen him this happy ever on a drive.
Especially where the paddles are, it shifts so well, so freaking well. I don't want this day to end. This is like one of those days where I just wish it would go on forever.
Look at his face. Look at him. He's like so sad he wants this car every day now. His face is like, how do I go back to drive what I drive? I can't, there's no way I can go back to drive what I drive on the daily. Look at his face. By the way, we're about to pass a speed limit sign that says 30. What do you think he's going, team? Everyone guesses in chat right now. I want to hear what everyone thinks how fast he's about to be. Watch how fast he's about to be going.
Look at this, look at this.
Ready? He's already at 50.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. What, having sex with the car? I mean, the handling on this car is just insane. Look at him. He's singing the same thing. His mind right there is just going, this thing is mind-blowing. It is absolutely... I mean, he's taking that turn at I guarantee you 90 to 100 minimum. I'm going 90 to 100. He's taking these turns minimum. Look at it hitting his head on the back of the headrest.
It's just one of those cars where you lose yourself in it. It's like you're not even consciously at that conscious level. It's like I'm on this different level where I'm watching myself drive and it just all happens so harmonious. It is unfreaking real what this car represents. And to think that 2024 model year is the end of it. It's over. Over. Why? Downshifts. Little windshield wiper action.
Yeah, he's absolutely in love with this thing. I mean, look at his face. That's the O face right there.
See, snug as a bug in a race car rug, feeling like every thought I'm having on inputs is automatically happening behind the wheel of this car. Paddles are perfectly placed. I am using the paddles to shift. You're ready, I'm ready. Bye, here we go. And then the brakes, those 6-piston calipers just clamping down.
I gotta stop.
Allowing you
I gotta stop. I'm right there with him. Oh, man. Good God. Oh, man. See, I think he's going with Blade, 110, 85, 120. Yeah, right. Austin Trader. Austin Trader, you definitely, I know you've had those more. I'm thinking I was thinking at least 90, 100 in there, somewhere in there. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't. That was just, I mean, I have never seen him. I've seen him do so many reviews, and I have never seen him make that O face as much as he made it to just speechless. And then even me just watching that, I was like, oh. And is that for real? Austin, I didn't look into that, Austin Trader, since I know you know Porsche so well. Are they really aren't? They're not making those in 2025. The GT4 RSs, they're done with those now. You can't get like a 2025 GT4 RS, the 718 Cayman. Are they really done making those? Because now I want it even more. No wonder it's going to be going up in price. That's the rumor. Okay. Well, hopefully Porsche, I just saw that post they put out where they're moving away from EV because their EV sales were so terrible. So I'm hoping to gosh they say F that and we're going to continue doing the combustion stuff. Because, good God, that is just a perfect, but now going, exactly, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Austin. Because the sales were so shit in that, they're saying F that and they're going, yeah, there's no way. I mean, that car right there, everyone. I haven't had one person be like, everyone is like, that car is sick. It's beautiful. And then, yeah, when you see that, how well it handles and how fast it is. Yeah, it's definitely that's the Porsche I want now. I mean, it was 911 Turbo S is, I mean, obviously I driven the Turbo, loved it. The S would be great, but again, that's more of like, and it is kind of more of a daily, and it's quicker off the line for sure. You know, if you want that 0 to 60 punch, which could be attained easily by adding a turbo, which would be, I can't imagine the cost of that down the line, a $20,000-$30,000 job, I'm sure, on the GT4 RS, because it's naturally aspirated. But again, you know, adding that same turbo system and what the S has to that, I mean, imagine, holy cow. And it's 0 to 60, if not the S is 0 to 60, or probably quicker in my opinion, I'm sure. Yeah, and that's what I wanted at first. I wanted that 0 to 60 punch, and I've seen, you know, some S series that have been tuned and they can go crazy, obviously. But I just, the look of this and the colors, I do want a car with the wing, and I didn't know which one it was ever going to be. Down the line, of course, it'd be like the Supra or R34, but this is, I like this more than, I mean, the look of it for sure, and especially with the wheel, I like this look and the carbon fiber and how much there is on it. Definitely like it's my favorite looking Porsche. And by the watching of that video by Ratty, or whatever that guy's name is, Ratty, I forget anyway, that super sold me. I mean, he looked like he could tell that. It was like he loved it. It was like a love-hate. He loved it so fucking much, but then hated it when he realized he just couldn't take that car home and he couldn't have that. I mean, he's got enough, make enough money. I'd imagine that guy. I don't know why he wouldn't have one. Get it, probably a hell of a deal too. All the reviews he does on certain dealerships and or whatever with brands. But that definitely sold it, because I was just trying to find a review on one. And I saw that one. I was like, oh shit, that's the exact same thing almost. You know, very similar. It's the same color, that Arctic gray. Yada yada. Wheels are really close to the same color, different wheels, but almost same color. And I was like, okay, I'll just watch this review. And yeah, when he started driving it, because that, like, oh, if you're ready, I'm ready. Remember that last little bit I showed you? He did that like 10 times. Like he couldn't get in, and he kept saying, oh, if you're ready, I'm ready. He just like snug as a bug in a row, whatever he said. I've never seen him just like wow. I was like, okay, sold. Oh man. Anywho, so I had to show that off in chat too when I saw that yesterday. I was like, oh, wow. So I'll be going to drive it next Monday. Test drives next Monday. So that's when things get real, next Monday. Because I'd want to keep it. And then I had like a guy in chat too. We had Love Chip in chat. We know Love Chip. He's been around for a while. He got a McLaren for a little bit. But you can go through different banks, and they're called exotic finances. And they'll finance it out for like 180 months. I mean, you're not paying nothing but interest essentially. But it's to be able to get the car for a way cheaper price. And I thought about doing that just to have, but I'd want to keep it. I'd want that GT4 RS forever. Like I want I'd want that forever. And I'm not the person. I know when I get certain things, if I want it forever, like the only vehicle I have I have two vehicles, and they're the two Wranglers. I will have my two Wranglers forever, Beerus and Thanos, the 392 Final Edition, and those are forever vehicles. I haven't had another vehicle that I knew I would keep it forever. Like even Elvira. I knew I would trade Elvira in at some point for like the like kind of the final girl, so to speak. In haunted movies, you know what I'm talking about, or scary movies or whatever. The final girl, the one that lasts out of all of them and then kills the bad guy in the end. I'll have a final girl. It's probably gonna turn into a final guy, but Joker. I want an M3 competition next drive for sure, and that'll be the last Beamer I probably ever get. Because they're getting whack and weird with the way they make. I like, and maybe down the line, maybe get an X5M competition if they keep those somewhat normal looking. But Avery loves those G-Wagons so much, the G63 AMG, so I bet we'd get that. Which I'm good with either one. Shut up and take my... Yeah, Lone Wolf, exactly. Yeah. But no, that was definitely, came out of nowhere. So that was, like about most of my vehicles come. I'm just like, oh, scroll. Oh, whoa, damn. That is gorgeous, and that's only how much it cost? I thought it would cost, like, way more. Damn, okay, and that's here in Little Rock. I can actually go see that. And that's the thing, seeing it in person, and then out next Monday driving it, you know, getting double sold. So, yeah, it's definitely... That'll be the deal. GCL brake, a trendline brake, but bounce off VWAP short sooner. Wait, Wick 745. It would be the VWAP crack right here. I would say definitely wait for that 750 VWAP crack, candlestick confirmation. You'd probably want to use the 1 minute just to get a better entry for sure. The only thing I would worry about is right here, right around 725 to 730. Right about right through there, boss, and then you're good to go. Other than that, you know, then you start moving on down a lot more into the 7 area to maybe 670. And then we could get a mob shift where STAI squeezes and goes for more. New all-time highs, new IPO play, taking over for the other new IPO play, which I'm pretty sure is like a 2-dayer. So what's that all-time highs? Yeah, right. So see, how about Avery on Thanos, though? She would have to model. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. And that Kate Clausen, that's exactly, that'd just be how it is. I mean, she wouldn't drive it. Even like, that's why we left yesterday, because she was like, it's only a 2-seater, so she can't drive. She's not going to stay there. You know, she's like, you know, she's not, you know, she's just not that way anymore. She would have back in the day. I kind of tricked her into it yesterday to run errands, get lunch. And, you know, go shopping. And then I was like, and because we go to that side, you have to go to that. I had to go to that side of town, to the nice side of town, where all the nice dealerships are at, where the Porsche dealership is at, the BMW dealership is at, yada yada, the Mercedes, the Audi, they're all like right there together. Anyway, so yeah, I had to stop by there, and she already knew. She's like, oh, she's like, and because I knew she'd seen it. I'm like, well, I had to see it in person, and I didn't even tell her I wanted to put, like, but they had to pull it out. It was already in there. That was no, she's one of those ones like, okay, it was cool to see it. You got to talk to your guys. Cool. Let's go. So I'm going to go next Monday. And yesterday was like 40, 45. It was pretty. It was beautiful, sunny, but it was colder. Next Monday, it'll be about 60, 65 and sunny. So I am certainly looking forward to it. And he said, he'll have it pulled out by the time I get there. He was like, just let me know when you'll be here and I'll get it pulled out for you. Anywho. She definitely would, though, 100%. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like the cost of it, which I'm good with. It's just like, okay, but the house, Anyway, it's priorities and it's decisions. It's, it's just one of those things too, where Avery hates that when it comes to this stuff. Where I do this, where it's like out of nowhere, kind of like Elvira was when I surprised her with that. She's like, can't this be a little more thought out? I'm like, no, when I see something like that, I want it. I'm like, come on, you do the same thing when you go shopping, because you never really, like, women, they may be looking for something, but then they stumble upon something and they're like, oh, I want this. And I'm like, oh, well, you weren't planning this, hold on now. But it's different when it's a quarter meal. Here most likely comes your candlestick confirmation. Did we get it in the 1 minute time frame? We did, so let's watch that a little bit more in the 1 minute there for you there. Anyone else looking for that short tay, a little bit more movement down? Yeah, so I can see in the end, I'll go and she'll be like, Josh, and it's probably gonna be a no in the end, but I'm gonna push real hard for the yeah. I'm gonna see if they'll come down on the price a little bit, talk to them, maybe make Avery happy or something, get her something, have to figure out what I have to get her. But I know where she's gonna be like, okay, well. Because it's always me in the cars, and she always says that. I'm like, man, whoa. And it never can equate, but she's shopping, I'm like, well, you shopping and stuff, and your closet, you got clothes all, you got clothes everywhere. She's like, yeah, but Josh. I'm like, yeah, I know. Cars are way more. Way more. So yeah, it's just, but it's definitely, it's right there. It's what I want. It's what I will get for sure. It just, does it happen now? Or does it happen? And then that's the thing too. Maybe I just, hold off a little bit longer. No one's going to be buying that right away. I'm going to go in there and see if, it'd be really cool if cars hit like that, which I doubt, Porsche would do it, but so I was saying to Austin Trailers, it'd be cool if they had like a layaway program. We finance it now, but like it's a layaway finance where it's $1,000 a month. High interest rate, but it just holds the vehicle for you till you're ready to actually, you're making a little bit of payment on the car, but you're paying interest. Like, that would be so cool. Like, I'd be down for that. I'm like, just not right now. Can I get like some like side deal that Avery doesn't know about, that you guys can just hold it right here? It says sold. Here comes your short. There you go. Candlestick confirmation. Tay. There you go. And some profit taking. Mr. Tay. Mr. Tabor. But I already told her that for sure, Kate Clausen, about the modeling. I'm like, that's the thing though too. But I'm like, she's not. You can't be on the vehicle. There's no like leaning on it or sitting on it. Barely. Barely, boo. Barely. Not like Thanos. You can just climb over it like a monkey, just all over that damn thing, just climbing all over the damn thing. And this is what I talked about right here. I always have to take profit. There's that $7 area now getting a little bit of a bounce. Under 7. Probably makes that final move down. Now maybe 680, I should say, to 690, somewhere in there. Maybe tries to hold this play up. A lot of consolidation through that. I just imagine you come to a typical resistance, support, bounce, right? 650. Under 7 with candlestick confirmation. Got that under the little shelf right here in the WAP. Got a little bit of movement there. Not a ton, but some. Just a PSA that I messed up on my short limit GCL. I wanted to short it to 870 as it came to 875 for the first time and got to switch limit order. Got me instantly. It's okay. Just something to watch out for. Dumb mistake it happens. Oh, yeah, for sure. Say I'm looking to take a trade. Anything worth taking on the long side? I'm on a cash account. Oh. Start from A's and work her way up or down. Or up, however you want to look at it. Nothing right now. You know, nothing looking too great right now. Oh, arm did get a nice good move. That would have been a decent one right there. Would have been a decent one right there. See the downtrend break up to the VWAP would have been profit taking number 1. Hold and bounce around all over the place there. You know, profit taking number 2 would have been at that upper shadow, which we pretty much hit in that upper shadow. And then 3, just holding on for some more movement. So that was a decent move. I know it's like, okay, too late, but that's what you're looking for right now, Jay. Oh, Robert J. Robert Jones. Robert Jeremy Johnson. GCL at 650. GCL at 650 down to 625 is going to be the last bounce play. You know, 650 down to 625, last bounce play for GCL. Google, don't look at it. That's ugly. You good, bub? Taking a nice deep breath. Just relaxed. Tired over there. NVDA's ugly. Tesla ugly. All right, so there you go. There's your kind of you're limited right now for sure, 100%. Not a lot going on. SLDB slowly trying to kind of bounce off them lows, but nothing to go long and nothing short. Even if you're trying to do options and large caps, you know, I didn't see anything in there where I'm like, oh, please go short that. There's nothing there that I'm seeing for the short. You know, if you want to do options, you know, doing puts is my point. Just leaving all the doors open for you there, brother. New low of day there, CSAI. Still just kind of cracking away. Was set up, in my opinion, could have been for a multi-day move on up. You know, here we squeezed up with the U-shape. We just couldn't hold 30, and to me, 20 would have been key today, and just that play's probably done. Oh, done sauce. Getting some small pops up here from the low bottoms from some of these large cap plays. We'll go back to, what was it, ARM that had a good, and of course, there we are, ARM. Having a nice little downtrend break right there. Still holding its gains. Yeah, nothing right now, Robert. That's, you know, kind of why I'm here at lunch for sure. A lot of the time was to show you guys what to be looking for and why not to trade during lunch hours. Stay slower like this. We'll get into a lesson here in the next like 30, 45 minutes for sure. Before the end of the day, I'll go over some bounce plays, what to be looking for. Where your best bounce plays will be at for this. I know a lot of you guys are doing the small account challenge with, you know, with deck. And a lot of you have smaller accounts. So I'll be having you guys look for some of those bounce areas, what to be looking for. And I'll remember that one. Yeah, I don't remember INLF. That was a new IPO play. It started popping up last week. I had no idea it was dumping down today until I just hovered on that chart right there and clicked on it for Yahoo Finance. And Thumper Dumper Rooski. I don't know what's up with that today. You know, same thing with CSAI. Just big dump. There's no offering right away. There's nothing like right now. Is last month, last news on it. It's just, I think it's a Chinese play if I'm not mistaken, Robert. Asian Chinese player or whatever. And those plays are sketchy. I'm just trying to grow my 25 to 50K man highest. I got 30K, then I just gave all the back to gains during the slow period. Now at 27K or so. Okay, gotcha. Cool, Robert, yeah. And that's why you just have to wait. You know, if there's no trades, you just don't trade. You know, that's, I know you want to grow it. Who doesn't want to? But that's the thing that makes this such a hard task for, you know, for any human to be able to be a profitable trader. And long-term wise is that you have to have discipline and patience. And when there's just not trades to be had, there's not trades to be had. I mean, Deck has his one, I know he's a small account challenge or whatever, but we all know even if it was a small account challenge, he would have taken one trade today probably. Maybe two. I doubt it. and he's done. He hasn't been around for 2 hours, right? Or however, I don't know how long I don't remember when he signed off. But you get my point. It's been like 2 hours since he signed off. Not looking for a trade, won't be for the rest of the day. That needs it again, like I said earlier, kind of like I was saying in my morning alerts, those kind of things need to like kind of spot out to you. Like, well, damn, AK only traded, but he definitely is done. You know, Deck only traded once today, and he's been done for 2 hours. There's a rhyme and a reason to that, and why we stay profitable, you know, year in, year out, and have been able to make this a profession. You know, you have to have that discipline and patience. Yeah, Robert, that'll happen too. You have to go smaller, and that's the thing too. Everyone wants to make money. You got to take at least 1, 2, 3 trades a week where you're not going as big, where you're going smaller shares, where you're just trying to get a piece of the pie. You know, the only way you'll hold longer is you start trying to go a little bit smaller and getting smaller pieces of the pie. What's up, Kate Clausen? You out already? Taco Tuesday? Where you going for Taco Tuesday? Oh, man. Tacos, man. He says, I'm liking tacos, man. Tacos, man. Make sure I haven't missed anything. We're good. Cool. Take it easy. Take it easy. He says, I used to be the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. Jimmy Clausen, that was his name. Jimmy Clausen. I was like, I couldn't ever hardly remember his name when I first, K Clausen was like new in chat 2022. I always would just correlate someone's name in chat to like Robert J. You probably would have been like, you know, Robert JFK. You know, it would have been like Robert, whatever it is, Robert Kennedy. Robert Jr. Kennedy. Anyway, but I was always like, what was it? It was Jimmy Clausen. Was it Tennessee or Notre Dame? Tennessee or Notre Dame? I think there were 2 different Clausen brothers is why. And I think one went to Notre Dame and one went to Robert Downey Jr. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little bit better. You know, that's a little better for shizzles. Yep, Jimmy Clausen went to Notre Dame. I thought there was a Clausen that went to Tennessee. Maybe I'm just wrong. That's when I remember that. I was like, oh, maybe it was Notre Dame, so we got that right. Casey Clausen. I was close. And I was close. And that was back in the older days. So that was around 2000. He was around 2003. I put Clausen quarterback Tennessee. I could not remember. And Jimmy Clausen was after that about 7 to 10 years later. Jimmy Clausen, he's about the same age as you, Kelly. Jimmy, that's your brother right there. There's Kelly's older brother, Jimmy Clausen. He played at Notre Dame. And that is a picture of Jim back in the day when he had the old cool spiked hair. Looked like he was trying to be lead singer of Sum 41. Didn't work out for his hair. He pretty much sucked in the NFL really bad. Your brother sucked it up pretty bad. But most Notre Dame quarterbacks have not been great. Then he tried to do the stash, and he's now an agent. He's long dropped the stash. I mean, the spiky hair, grown the stash. Now, the haircut looks better now. We're doing good. I just don't know what he was thinking there. Let me make it look like I truly stuck my finger into an electrical socket. Nah! Oh, these are the same now. There we go. Exactly. K. Clausen. There we go. K. Clausen. Yeah, we talked about that. Where, just going. Sometimes it doesn't work for traders, but just going smaller shares just to get in a trade and then stay in a trade, because that's a lot of the thing is staying in a trade for traders. But some of the things, it's getting in a trade. So, some traders have no problem getting in the trade, it's staying in the trade and sticking to their stop loss and target. We'll go smaller shares and see if that helps you out. Keep going smaller until you actually start sticking to your target and stop loss and get rid of your P&L. There's no point to look at it. You're going small shares. You're not worried about making money. It's about you're trying to train your brain to stay into a trade, your target, and stop loss. And then a lot of traders, it's now that their confidence has maybe got shot so bad that they don't even have the confidence to get in a trade. Yet again, solution: go a small enough share size that you then start having the confidence to pull the trigger without thinking. I have taught this, it feels like, for decades now. I've said this since 2020, 2021, since I've been going live for Sean on Fridays. Go smaller shares. Where's my original lessons over here? Drafts. Go back. Let's see. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. Mic test. I wish it actually showed when I actually... Yeah, here we go. Mic test. There we go. Here it is. Drafts. So there we go. Mic test. Mic test. Look at this. Back in 2020, where it says mic test. Back on... Damn. I started going live in May of 2020, team. In May in 2020, I started going live. And there is when I was going to say going over everything. There's that one. No, that's not. Hold on. Give me a thumbs up. You go. There's the first one. There's the first one. There's the first one. Give me a. Let's see a privilege. See what. Where's it going small? Where's it at? Also, let's see. Narrow it down. See, I know. See, now we're back to referencing when we first started playing. Yep. See, it'd be a green leaves 3 to 6 months. It was not only build up thicker skin when losing, but this is actually paper trading too that I'm talking about. See when losing, but also build confidence for your winning, depending on what blah, 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 blah. Now the transition to real money is hard, a lot different than most think. Now you can see they're gonna do this and throw money around like it's nothing. With a lot, I know, and I was one of them that once getting to real money, then they started second guessing their plan. It's a lot harder for them to pull the trigger on these said play. Blah blah blah. The fear sets in. What to do? Stick to your plan, right? I talked about this earlier in the lesson. First, create a plan. Where are you going to buy? Where are you going to sell? What's your stop loss? Stick to it, just like you did when you're paper trading. Do the same now. There's nothing different. Right? Create a plan, stick to it. B, small sizing at first, then scale up. So if you have a $1,000 to $2,000 account, 1 to 200 shares max. A $4,000 to $5,000 account, 100 to 1,000 shares max. Find your range. I don't know what it is. You know, it might only be 100 shares. You know, if you have a 10,000 plus account, anywhere from 500 to 2,000 shares max. Right? Talked about this since 20. Since 2020 with my original lessons here. 2020. Can't stop, won't stop. What's up, Sam? How we doing? Sam, I traded SLDB. SLDB pre-market trade. My morning alerts to everyone in chat. Let's just go back and everyone's missing this. This is what everyone is missing in chat right now. If you don't have this on YouTube, okay, here we go. SLDB. My very first alert today at 40 minutes before the opening bell.
Hi, watch your SLDB team. My high watch this morning. VWAP $7 to VWAP crack. $7 to VWAP crack for SLDB. Under $7, there's really nothing to hold this up. Only thing I'd worry about is 675. Under 675, she should tank down to around 6. Under 6 to around 550.
Which we did get in the end. And then I go back and alert it more, you know, that was just right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Short. Here's your short. Oh, Sam, and anyone over on YouTube that does not have my morning alerts, if you need any help, well, I don't have my links out there anymore. Maybe they're there from Friday. Let's go back to my lobby. They're not in the alerts tab anymore. Let's go back. Here we go. I see the links. I see the links. I see the links. I see the links. Boom. Bam. 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 He was like, what are you bamming, you idiot? Boom. And here you go over on YouTube. Morning alerts. Every single morning you can kill it. And then I break down what to be trading large caps into small caps. Boom. Sheesh. David Melton, thoughts on hymns for the next couple weeks? David, you still around? I know I missed some timestamps earlier. Sorry, team. I wasn't on YouTube right away. I should have been looking at that. Someone asked me about hymns recently. You said, I'm still around. I'm listening. Oh, whoa. Holy, what happened on Friday? And I think that's why. It was a Thursday of last week. Was it? It couldn't have been earnings. Because that was like during the day. Nothing I see on the, was it, let's see, Super Bowl commercials. Oh, okay, shit. For real? Damn. Super Bowl commercial? Damn, okay. Well, it had a hell of a week. It looks like it's going to channel up. Typically, hymns is not a big mover. Just going back and looking at it on the normal scale of things, it's a real choppier play. So I would imagine hymns, yeah. All right, so hymns, I bet it channels up, boss. So watch for a crackback under today's low, 56.50. That equals right there in that reversal from Thursday of last week. Once we crack back to that, or through that, watch for a move to 55.40. Under 55.40 to around 54.50-ish area, down to around 54. Under 54 down to 52.50, right in that area where we bounced. Now, if we do crack 52.50, now I think that's where we kind of end up, is my point. And we start channeling up. And the top will be, watch for move back over 60. Over 60 for the move to the high of day and opening bell move at 61.25 or 35. Kind of resistance into that into 62 from Friday. Over 62, I would imagine we chop out somewhere around 64 to 65. Thus looking for a channel here, my man. I bet we channel. Now, are you looking for like a long-term swing or trade on that? You can let me know. But as far as what I think for the next week, boom. That's what I think we channel up. At least for the next couple of weeks, in my opinion. Now, if we do get over 65, we're at all-time highs. Over 65, I'd be watching for a move up on hymns de la Crims. I'd say 67.50 to 70 would be your main target over 65. You got it. Let's see here. Let's see. Sam, I just subscribed. Send you an email. Okay, cool. Yeah. Send me an email. Send me an email. Yeah. You just subscribed to what? To my website or what, boss? So you subscribe to my website or YouTube? And boom. Okay, we all good on Tradecaster as well. Hey, Tradecaster, how we doing there? Boss had 2020 vision when it came to trading. Friends, I just started. There we go. You're talking about me, boss. Robert, hopefully you're talking good sweet vibes to me. Those sweet little ditties. I appreciate it. I truly do. So we're gonna get that GT4 RS. Just saying that just sounds cool. Having a true, like a nice true track car. GT4 RS. Damn, it just sounds dope. That just sounds sexy. All right, so we got STAI on watch. SLDB is done for the day. SPY kind of chopping its way out to the right. Meta had that beautiful crackback. ARM was a downtrend move earlier, and it's still moving its way. All right, so those are the plays we'll keep our eye on. SPY, just because, of course, S&P 500. I know Jay's probably always got that on watch over in his lobby, but I got you covered just in case you do want some help from me. And, of course, STAI, GCL for your small cap plays. ARM's the best move as far as lunch concerned. That nice, good uptrend channel. Wouldn't short it. Would not short that trend line. Very overextended off of the VWAP as well. You okay, Goo? Dreaming machine over there. He was just dreaming his butt off. Let's see, Cousin Greg has been on fire with AK47. Said it's been awesome either way. Get support resistance zones. There we go. Yep, for small, large. Yep. B, provide you with confirmation of levels that you already have drawn up. Either way, they're a great way to start the morning. Yes. Start the day the right way. With a $1 footlong every single morning. $1 a month. Oh, there goes Meta. I was wondering if this was going to crack back some more for the day, and there goes that sell-off finally under 715. I had a feeling that was coming for forever, and there she goes, Meta. Nice crack back there, dumping on down for more NGC out 7 recover. So there you go, crushing 3. There you go. Getting a little piece of the pie there. Always beautiful, always nice. 14, 15, almost now. Half, literally only a quarter way through this hour. We'll probably, if it stays this slow, we'll get into some bounce plays. I'll go through today where we find the bounce plays and why we're finding them, where we're finding them at. What you need to be trading and looking for, if you're looking for small cap trades throughout the day, is typically what that would be really approaching, really, because just this time of the day is when kind of showing you that. You're not going to find as technically sound good setups, more so as you move throughout the day, majority of the day. So if that's the case, and majority of the days you're not going to have a good setup, or potentially it's not going to be there, why would you even worry about it? Be like, well, you have no idea. You don't even know what the weather's like. Just say if it was versus what the weather's like. 50-50 shot, it's going to be storming out. It's like, would you still head to the lake, or the lake, like you're going on, that analogy, would you still go golfing if you woke up and it was raining? No, you wouldn't. So that's why you always want to put the odds in your favor. Meta has room to fall. Yeah, Meta is definitely in the zone right now. I'm hoping for now this play to kind of start moving a little bit better for us. It really, in my opinion, was this really wonky uptrend channel. We're now cracking out of that today. I would love for this to start moving around and finally giving us maybe a play that moves $10, $15 up, $20 down, $20 up, $15 up. And stop doing this crazy up and down, can't find a direction. We found the direction today, 100%. The direction. Hey, you were the best teacher with levels, seriously. I love you, bub. No, well, it's just going through this every day with you guys, and of course before that by myself, and I don't say it as much as I used to. I still could say that though. So man, last night was a late one. Then I woke up excited this morning, like a kid at Christmas, like I was really getting, like I had the vehicle. I'm telling you, if I get that GT4 RS, I'm gonna be like, I won't sleep. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna be in that thing the whole entire time. I'll stream live from inside. But yeah, my man, it was just, I used to say I want to be the best charter ever. I want to be the best charter of all time. And even not like like social media, because and I always say that because I knew social media and no one really would recognize me that way, but the small cult following would, and they'd be like, oh, you haven't heard of AK47? Oh, I don't know, but he's real big, man. He's good. Yeah, he's big time. But man, AK, he doesn't really care about social media. Oh, he's the best. He's better than that guy, I think. Like that kind of thing where you got like, again, back to like last lock, set to whenever it was where I did a one-on-one with the guy, and he's like, First time, you know, it'll point me. It's always the first time. Never seen him before. I want to know his name in chat. I'm like, hey, I want to put a name with a face. He's like, what chat? I'm like, Tradecaster. And he's like, oh, I'm not on Tradecaster. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, how'd you find out about me? Like, well, how, you know, he was at a party. Went to a party. Random guy. Started shooting the shit. And got the other guy that I don't know and didn't do a one-on-one with. I don't think. Maybe I did. But he was like, yeah, well, I'm at a party and met this, you know, started talking to this guy. And we started talking about stocks. And he said he just made like 30 or 40K in the past month. And then brought your name up. And I'm like, whoa, who's this guy? I'm like, you made how much? I was like, yeah, because the guy, I guess, was just, anyway, I'm like, whoa. And so there's this mysterious guy out there that then led to this guy doing a one-on-one with me because he was at a party and was like, oh, yeah, I did some one-on-ones where I got help or whatever he did with me got him to consistent badass trader. And so then it got this guy to book a one-on-one with me. Let's see here. Do you use your TD account or just charting Cali Kit? Well, to go long, like if there's a long small cap play, I'll go long on Thinkorswim. If there is for options too. So my options trades, like my large cap trades, all of my large cap trades and any long trade I ever take is through Thinkorswim. So if I go long in small caps, which not too often, but if I do, it's through Thinkorswim. If I do options, it's through Thinkorswim. And yes, of course, charting. For shorting, it's Cobra. I short through Cobra. Cobra. Yeah, and then Robert, I use Cobra for shorting, for like small caps. What up, Coldplay? Y'all enjoying the snooze fest today? Nah, man, I'm enjoying my new ride, bro. I'm looking to get this guy right here. This is actually a Little Rock Porsche. And I went and looked at it yesterday. And I'm really highly considering getting this bad mother sucker. Because she is not only gorgeous, but absolutely stunning and beautiful. Only 500 miles. Got everything I'd pretty much want in a Porsche. I didn't like the GT. I never really was a GT3 RS fan. I liked it, but I liked the 911, the regular version, more. And then this just stumbled upon this yesterday in this build. Because, boy, this has $50,000 worth of add-ons. This mid-engine placement, too. The engine right behind you. Oh, man. Absolutely. Got the YSOC package. Whew. I fell in love yesterday. I fell in love, Coldplay. I know you love cars, but, man, I fell in love yesterday, bro. I fell in love with the stripper. You like the T-Pain. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Some pictures from yesterday at the dealership. I'm going to take it out for a spin next Monday. Man, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Those magnesium, the magnesium wheels alone. I was selling chat, $15,000, almost $16,000 add-on. There's so much you can add on with Porsche. It's so ridiculous. This has $54,000 in add-on. YSOC package was like $8K. It gives all the carbon fiber and the stitch anyway. And then the wheels are $15K. That 2 packages added alone. It was like it was $32K. Or no, doing that wrong. If I can do math. 8 and 16. $24K. Right around $24K for just those 2 alone. And then all the other one, it was like about $54K in options. Yeah, dude. Let's see, Coldplay. What's good, man? Yeah, it's just that's gorgeous. Coldplay. It's super gorgeous. See, please rate the BMW M2. Oh man, yeah, and especially the CS. Oh, that's nice. Any M2 I like, Tay. Especially for the price you're getting those M2s for, and what you can tune them up to. I mean, I'll give it an 8.7, 8.4 to 8.7, 8.4 to 8.7. Do you think Apple could bounce at 242 to 243 as it works its way down there? Apple. Let's go back to the charts tab. We'll go to Big Apple. The Big Apple. I think you get to low of day again for sure. This band's really not expanding on any of the time frames. I'll just kind of go in between the 5 and the 15 right out of the gate. I can just see that. Now maybe the one, even in the 1. So I would doubt it gets lower than low of day as of now. But watch for a move into this low area right here. Are we getting a pull in the SPY? No, that's already happened. But that's where I would look for a move to. Coldplay. Somewhere in there, Coldplay. I mean, damn it, Cousin Greg. Too many people I'm talking to right now. Sorry, Cousin Greg. Cousin Greg, low of day. That's about as much as I would anticipate out of it, especially when you have this low-hanging area from Friday and a lot of support right through Jerry. Right through Jer. You got it, boss. Tay, you looking to get that, though, boss? Tay, you looking to get one? You just kind of looking into it? You can't be sliding the M2CS in there and not telling me if you're looking. I mean, I'm already showing my baby off. I'm already showing what I want to get off. Absolute beautiful beast of a vehicle. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look at too. Getting that cold, team. Anyone in the Midwest getting some snow? I wish it would come down a little bit further south for us here in Arkansas. Now, North Arkansas is going to get some snow. But down south in the south, where we're at, in Arkansas, well, Little Rock, I should say, in Little Rock, which is right in the, like, Little Rock is literally about in the center of the state. That's why almost everyone should know where Little Rock's at, or the capital of Arkansas. It just is so easy for me to remember anyone. It's like literally right in the middle of the state. Groot, relax, son. Grootson. Got snow coming in, though. Hopefully here in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And that turns over to sleet and ice and a little this, that, and the other. Northwest Arkansas has already been getting snow for a good hour or more. Damn it. That's why I really love Northwest Arkansas. It's super gorgeous. I'm looking to pull the trigger on puts Tesla. Oh, I thought that was Tay for half a second. The Tesla puts under 350 area. Let's go to Tesla. You're okay, Groot. You're good. Groot. Oh, yeah, looks pretty good there, Robert. I would say watch for a move to 875 roll under 350. 875 roll down to 348. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is my normal low of day or close to it. Yep, ARM, we talked about that. ARM was one of the better movers here during lunch. It had the downtrend break. This is kind of for longs. For you guys doing small account challenge stuff, this is what you're looking for. You can see the downtrend, right? Pretty easy to spot. You can see pretty much the candle. We can see the support down below, which was then once resistance. So a nice, good, clean channel. That's over an hour long. It's an hour and a half long. Breaks the downtrend. Look, what do? We get a pop up to the VWAP. Where else would we get a pop to other than the VWAP? Maybe that original reversal right there, and we do. And so this is gorgeous. This ends up working out really well and what you guys need to be looking for if you're trading smaller accounts, better setups at lunch or throughout the rest of the day. That is yo setup. Meta too as well, not bad, although I know it's at the depths of the Poopville. Meta here, continuing to crack down like we talked about. So far now, $5 down for Meta. Just crashing away. Now almost a $30 dump on the day. Support at 710. So we do have 710 support. Under 710, Meta could get to cracking away. Honestly, could get down below 707. Wow. All right. What a thumper dumper. Yep, M2 SCS. I also like and don't. Also like and don't see the Toyota Supra being a platform. Gosh, I always wanted one, but M2 seemed to outperform it. It has 4 seats, smaller, yeah. Yeah, and any of those are good. Any of those are good. Those engines in those vehicles are ridiculous. Ridiculous, honestly. Any of those would be great vehicles for sure. They are some of the best tuned. You know what I mean? You can do a lot of tuning stuff to them. They're, you know, and you can keep a lot of stock components to your, you know, engine or setup, essentially, so to speak, that you don't have to replace all. You know, like even mine alone, like my being like the SUV SAV, the X3M competition. All you do is put a stage 2 tune on it and a downpipe, and that thing's running close to the 10s in the quarter. It probably isn't maybe running 10s in the quarter mile. I'm pushing like, you know, 650, 700 horsepower minimum, you know, with the right tune. And then, of course, you run some different fuel with it, some E85 or some E30, 55. I forgot what all it is that people put in those that run the different fuels. Next thing you know, that thing is running 750, 800 horsepower. Something crazy, and it definitely is running in the 10s. You know, I've seen some. I follow a guy that, you know, has an X3M competition that I'm pretty sure that's all it is a stage 2 tune from, you know, from Pro Tuning Freaks, that Boot Mod 3, which I had that originally. I should have taken that off my last BMW and had him program it for this new one. But I had that. And if I did that and just a downpipe, because that's where I follow a guy that has just a downpipe and a stage 2 tune, but he runs that ethanol, whatever, E85 or whatever the hell it is, different fuels that he's tried, and yeah, he's running 10s, and it's crazy, you know, and so just running stock internals, which is crazy. Not eternals, the movie, but internals. It's good stuff. Crazy. And it doesn't cost a lot. It was so funny. I saw a post where it was like BMW that had blah 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 and had I forgot how much horsepower. It was like 750. Anyway, whatever. It was fun. The point, there was one guy that was like, there was a comment. And I just love going to the comments to read idiot posts or comments, and he was like, that had easily 100,000 in mods, and everyone was laughing. Like, do you not know? And I'm one of them. Like, yeah, it's stage 2 tune, added downpipe. I could do the stage 2 tune. I couldn't install the downpipe. I'd have to have someone install that. But a downpipe's $400, $500, $600. A pretty decent, pretty good one. Better airflow, blah blah blah. But anyway, put it on. You know, we're talking 15. We're talking 2 to 3K max. 2 to 3K max is all I would have to spend on Elvira, and then and then again I could run that flex oil, which isn't, you know, cost anything, but you get my point. Be spending 2 or 3K, and next thing you know, she's running 0 to 60 in like 2.6 or 2. I think it's like 2.7 to 2.9s consistently, is what the guy I follow. And then quarter mile, he's running, you know, low 10s, mid to low 10s, which is nuts. And all he did was, you know, 3,000 to 3,000. It depends on where you're at, how much it costs to get that installed, and what downpipe you got. But we're talking, you know, 2 to 3K minimum. It's crazy, crazy, my man. I love it. Fell in love with the Beamers a while back. Now I'm in love with Porsches on top of the fact. Got my 2 German rides. Some of the best that are made out there for sure. Nice trendline crack on arm. Nice trendline crack on arm. Arm, beautiful trendline crack. Definitely 2 vehicles that you won't have to, which is so anymore, especially 2 vehicles you don't have to worry about. It'll cost when you do have to replace stuff, but you don't have to replace stuff. You take care of it. You know, there's like people like, oh, the maintenance on that BMW. BMW ain't gonna be in the shop. No M series gonna be in the no M series going that 50B 58 S50. A lot of those platforms. Nope, won't be. Nope. Yeah, if you rag it out like an idiot or something, or don't change the oil or whatever. Yeah, they'll last. And same with Porsche. Most reliable, great vehicles. Meta coming down for more. Looking like a little mob shift. GCL SG Crack 690. STAI still got the mob. I will go over to Meta here. She continues to dump away. Getting dump Saurus right here on on Meta. Here she goes. Like I said, 607 area, maybe a tad below it, was really the next support I saw on the charts. You should wrap that saying you just said. You should wrap that saying you just said. I don't even know what I said half the time. It's like that one guy when he said snug as a bug in a row, whatever. I'm like, half the time stuff comes out. I'm like, what did I just say? So funny, my pack is like, because it doesn't get that cold here too often. It's anytime it's around 30 degrees outside or colder, they don't. My dogs, I can tell the whole entire house. Quiet as a mouse, still as a rock. Did you guys ever play that game back in the day? Heads up, 7 up. Heads up, 7 up. Y'all ever play that one? Quiet as a mouse, still as a rock. Heads up, 7 up. Little freeze tag. Boy, that's just taking me back to elementary right there. The good old days. Deck made some money this morning. I just saw the post. Deck, nice, made some money. 413 on STAI. Sweet. Deck made a little money this morning. Deck make a little money. Oh, brother, where art thou? Got one-on-ones coming up every day this week in pre-market. Loaded up. Loaded up. I'm glad I had yesterday off. Definitely loaded up this week. Next week, pretty loaded up too as well. Pretty busy over the next 3 weeks. So I got a 3 week, that's what I thought. I have a 3 week run here. And then I'm taking a week off. I'll go live and alert for you guys. And I'm going to do the morning alerts. I may take like Monday the 10th off or something like that. It depends on how Monday still, if it just kind of stays inconsistent and just every day's different. I may take Monday the 10th off to have a 3-day weekend again like I just had this weekend. But I will be taking off doing one-on-ones. And not that it matters because I know I'm booked out through May, but I will be off that week. Try to get some stuff done too, like lessons, get the AKNR book that week. And then back to the grind. Back to the grind. Then took off for Good Friday. Damn, Easter late as hell this year. Is that for Easter the 18th? Is Good Friday really on Friday the 18th this year? Damn, it is. We have a late Easter this year. Easter's on 4/20. No, it's not. Is it really? Wow, Easter's on 4/20. Wow, 4/20 Easter. There's going to be a lot of stone Easter egg hunts out there. They're going to be stoned to the bone, stumbling around. Because I wonder why I took off that Friday. I always take off Good Friday. And just not that it matters. I hardly ever do one-on-ones on there. Okay. Took off Monday for Cinco de Mayo. I'm just going out through the freaking calendar here. Just booked up and booked out. If you know what I'm talking about. Munchies with plenty of eggs to eat. Yeah, right, J Webb? Yes, sir. I love some deviled eggs, man. Deviled eggs are good. Love some deviled eggs. Some good ham, some honey ham. Some mama's green beans. I usually make my mac and cheese to go with it. Some of that white truffle mac and cheese. It's so easy to make mac and cheese. Just melt, cut cheese up and melt it. So awesome to make mac and cheese too, because then when you're cutting up that cheese, because I cut fresh cheese up, block cheese, melt it. Oh, you just get there to munch on the cheese. You can get out some summer. Now at that point, I'll get out some summer sausage or something, some kind of sausage to go with it. Cut up a little sausage, little crackers, have some cheese on 4/20. Avery, I'll tell her to make double the devil eggs this year. I love it. It kind of reminds me, it's like another very similar how we do Christmas. My family, and in the South, what you eat for Christmas is very similar to what we eat for Easter. Ham, baked beans, green beans, some kind of casserole, mac and cheese, deviled eggs. Although I can't remember if we do deviled eggs for Christmas. I don't know if we did that or not. Watching for that next leg. Watching for the next leg down. Watching for that next leg down here. 690 crack for the move down to 650. If we crack 650, in my opinion, GCL will be done for the day. I know, kind of get that from Tommy. Tommy going to ask that question from time to time. Hey, what do you see this play for the rest of the day? I would say crack sauce and done sauce if we crack through 650. And by the way, that just shows you how far out that's a ways away from now, because usually it's like last year it was late March, sometimes it's early April. Look, I think that's the next day we have off. Yeah. Next day we don't have off and isn't until Good Friday. Friday the 18th, next day off. It's a long ways out. Oh, there's Apple touching low of day. There you go. 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 About time to hit that free agency too for the stock market. I mean, for the stock market, for NFL. Ready to see what moves the Broncos make. I'm very, very interested. I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna go over a little quick little. I'm going to go over all the small cap plays that moved today and then try to find you where you need to be finding bounce plays and bounce plays only, and give you a little hint on breakouts and where you should be trading breakouts as well. I saw that you played this song this morning. Ha ha ha. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Sean Worrell. Yeah. Sean Worrell, you talking about the intro song, Sean? You talking about the intro? Your little thing that you made? Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah. I didn't know what you're talking about at first. But then I was like, oh, I think you mean that. Yeah, some days I won't play real music, so I'll just play that. That's the only thing I will play. So today, not playing real music because YouTube will always be like, oh, that's copyright. You can't make money from that now. We're sorry. So yeah, today was today was non-copyright day. That's not copyrighted, right? Because it's my voice on the actual track. So we need to just get that copyrighted for me. You can add in a couple extra drums if you need to. You know, throw in an extra bass guitar. You know, whatever. We need to get that copyrighted for AK. Because I actually still have the trade that I need to actually edit right here. So I still have the trade right here. Right to where I said. So now you add the downtrend break in with that. That's your long op. You know, that is your long downtrend break, and this pops up. So watch for that. Like I just told Cousin Greg, you know, rewind the stream. Cousin Greg, I've already told him. And Cousin Greg, who's the best charter you've ever seen? I mean, I'm working on it. And it may not be me, but I better be like Kobe. You know, I better be like second or third best charter ever. Okay, are you fucking kidding me? Look how within the time I'm yapping it up about the other stock. Right to where I said. So now you add the downtrend break in with that. That's your long op. You know, that is your long op. We're just creating a channel right now with the top being 635, bottoms being around 570-ish or so. Watch for the downtrend break, JYD back through 640, start 40-35 area for immediate pop. Now we're going to go through that downtrend, but will lead us to 670, if not to 685, somewhere in there. And then over that, you know, I doubt we see resistance at 7, and maybe that's where it
guys,
just
I'm
comes
back.
from.
I'm
It
back.
just goes
I'm
straight
on
to
with
7.
pickup from school.
But
So
somewhere in there, you'll see the pop from the downtrend break, and then over that, you get another good size pop. This play's not done. I would say though, Where's if
it
it does crack this, it's got one last possible bounce under 565, 570, or otherwise you're gonna. Oh, fucking FGM! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! What'd I tell you FGO was gonna go to? Let's go! Sorry if I just blew some eardrums in chat. Hey, there she is. I thought it was right around 136. That was right around there. You can chat now. I didn't trade this. There we go. Cool. I'm going over their morning alerts. Do you want to go over them now, or would you rather I just watch them? Let's see. What? Oh, trades. Only took one, boss. Trades. Trade. Yeah, I only took the S. If I could talk. SLDB. This was my one trade of the day, and you already know what it is. $7 to VWAP crack. You have that in the morning alerts. That was it. That is my only trade, my man. So that is it. So you will get that when you go through the morning alerts, my man. Large caps today, garbage. Oh yeah, Coldplay. Yeah, unless you got Meta's Dumperuski. I mean, there's been some okay, but it's just been that way in my opinion. Large caps have been overall, they just can't figure out where they want to go. It is the ugliest I've ever seen large caps. It is absolutely the ugliest I've ever seen them. Coldplay, I've talked about this recently. I would say at a 1 to 10, large caps right now are like a 3 to 4. Small caps are about the same. They're literally about a 3 or 4. They're literally they're the ugliest I've seen both of them combined at the same time. I've never seen them both this ugly at the same time. It's absolutely crazy. Did you see any other trades worthy of taking after the market open? There were some good ones if you got like GC like for a long, but I like the bounce play here would have been good, right? So this is a good bounce play opportunity. Resistance, and then you get the bounce play off of it right there, Sean Whirl, right? So there were some, but it's very few and far between where we were getting. Oh, CSAI. CSAI was another one I traded. Bear flag. It was right at yesterday's low and it cracked it, so I waited for it to crack yesterday's low. And once it got under 18, I just jumped in, and then actually it halted down on me, which was great because we opened up so far down here. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, another fuck yeah. But this was the other one. That was another good short for the day, and that was just, kind of thumper dumper back on down. What was the other one? STAI, CSAI, GCL. GCL was another one, but I didn't like it. No, it was STAI. STAI is the other one that moved today. STAI. But there's not a lot of good trades there. I don't see any good shorts. I don't really see any good longs. I mean, there were some longs there, but I mean the W's, but there's nothing that I would be taking. It's all later in the day. And, if you're talking about like right through here, it's ugly out. There's not a lot of trades to be had. Absolutely, just not a lot of trades to be had right now. It is fugly out. Fartugly. But yeah, Sean. Yeah, the main one for me was just this was pre-market. My very first alert. You know it. You got it. SLGB. I said SLDB. I should say. I said $7 to VWAP crack, and it really had a trend line through there. But I didn't want traders to kind of figure out where that trend line was. But the trend line I had marked in was actually right through here, right? And so could have got in technically up higher, but by the time I'm kind of looking at it, which was literally right through that, it already cracked. And so now I'm kind of seeing this shelfish area. And what I really liked was I just put it into a 3-minute time frame and saw most of the candles were confirming right at 7. Knowing that under 7, the only thing that I figured would hold us up was these little lower shadows right through there. And it did try to, right? As you can see, into the opening bell. And then, you got that quick movement right back on down. So you could have taken profit. And I did. And I was out half right there. Came up, tested my stop loss, came right back on down. And then I got out 3/4. With holding the final shares for 6, came up, challenged my stop loss area again, but at this point, I'm in a 3-minute time frame because we've been moving for too long. I'm going to keep it in a 3. just so I can see the 3 and the 1. I would kind of go back and forth between the two because I had a feeling this would happen because to me it was too much too fast. I thought about actually adding into my short again as it popped up. I didn't. And then I came into morning alerts, and you'll go through, you'll get my morning alerts. And the very last morning alert I said, and here's what I said to you guys in those morning alerts, and this is why you guys need to be signing up for those. But my very last alert of the day was this.
My favorite play would be SLDB2 team, just so you know, for shorts, if you do have them. Under 630, it's building up another support shelf at 630. Under 630, the lower VWAP band staying flat as can be at 560. Room to run down if this can crack that 630 mark. I'm already out all but 1,000 shares. I am actually looking, though, to add another 2,000 shares if we do crack that, because my cost basis will still be pretty good. I have 1,000 shares, just over the 690 mark. So if I add in 2,000 more, it'll still give me a good cost basis, and I won't feel as bad taking that short for the crack on down. Just want to let you guys know that. If it does get going again, over 7 in the VWAP is going to be the key in holding that mark for a good 3 to 5 minutes.
That was 10 minutes after the opening bell, which was, right before it came right back up into this, right? Came right back into it, failed, couldn't hold. Motherfucking chef kiss, baby. Motherfucking chef kiss, baby. There you go, though, Shawnee. Sean Whirl. Got it, boss? All right, so some bounce plays from earlier, and I just showed one to Sean Whirl. A great one there that I missed on GCL. This is what you're looking for. Old resistance becoming new support. And so you can see here this fail area and fail area right here. Once we get above it and you go from 640, 650 resistance up to 720s, it's a good spike, 70 cents or so. Now you have room to come back down and bounce off of this. That's what I'm looking for all the time in the first hour or two in the morning. You're not getting anything else. There were no other bounce plays, no other breakouts there, in my opinion. This was a really ugly chart until we came up over and bounced on it here. Then we started moving a little bit more technically sound. This was pretty ugly right through this area. STTAAI. Go back to a 1 minute time frame just to see this earlier in the morning. There's a couple of bull flag breakouts. Not the biggest fan of this one right here. Whoopsie daisy. But I am a fan of that second one. Why? Upper VWAP band is up and above us, so if we do break, we have room to go into it. Secondly, by the time we enter for the candlestick confirmation on new high of day with the 1 minute time frame here, right? If I turn that upside down, that'd be a bear flag crack. Now that upper VWAP band is racing up. Now you're just going to past chart history and finding where to take it, or even after the 1 year, 1 day. But my point being, this is what you're looking for. This is a breakout. This is a beautiful bull flag break. Entry is here. Candlestick confirm above those areas. Just like if I was going for a bear flag crack, right? Correct. Same thing here. Bull flag. Break above. There is your entry. You're loving life. Why? You have room to run the upper VWAP band, but the upper VWAP band starts to go up. You have room to run. There's your breakouts. That's where you should trade right there. That's easy money. This area, up. And this area, up. Now, this is a quick dip back to that if you somehow are masterful and you are skillful like a wizard. Later on, where are the plays? Well, we're not, and that's the thing with bounce plays anymore. They don't happen as frequently as they used to, and you got to wait a little bit. And we do finally come back down here. Oh, trash. At this 310-15 area, and look, old resistance finally does bounce there, and you get an okay bounce. 25, 30 cents. Not bad, right? Not bad. Those are your 3 plays. If you're trading small caps, that's it. Then you're going to wait and try to find something else because there's really not a lot else in that early on. 3, I guess you get why it could bounce there, but I'm not a big fan of that. I wouldn't have gone there. I'm waiting for the next good setup and move. And now we're into lunch. Do I typically trade at lunch? No. But if I was, what am I doing? Well, I find a flat top, or if you want to come in and do the downtrend from back here, actually is what I would do. And find a little downtrend, right? And go double top. I get above it, break out. There you. Then you're in here for candlestick confirmation. You get the squeeze. That's the stuff you're looking for. Old resistance becomes what? New support. That one doesn't hold as well. Why? Because we barely broke over it. So if you're looking to go long here, off of this, don't. Why? The high is at 390 plus, a little over it. We didn't move far enough. Remember that last one I showed you 70 cents on GCL? You want to move a good 20, 30 cents minimum. I want 50, 60 cents. Then I can trust the bounce play. 70 cents, I can trust the bounce play. So let's say high is there 375, 380. Well, once you move up to 315 almost, or 450, so you get a little more room there, that becomes a little bit better of a bounce now. Good boy, Groot. You're fine. You're good right there, Bubba. You're good. You're good right there. I know. You're loving the new bed. Old resistance right here again, then become a new support. It's not perfect. That shouldn't have stopped you out. But bounce, bounce. There's no other good trades in there. There's no other really good trades through here. Now maybe for risky biscuit traders, this downtrend bull flag break right through there. I get it. I see it. But we're not trade. It's literally, there would have been trade here. Trade there. A trade here for a bounce. I wouldn't have had another trade, honestly, again, until maybe challenging this area again for this bounce here. Saying, okay, I've got this long elongated area for support at 3, plus this old resistance did bounce where I wanted to earlier. We did just run to close the high of day. Now we're pulling back to the VWAP. If we come down a little bit more, we haven't bounced yet. If we come down a little bit more, we've got to bounce at some point on this bullish play. Well, where do you think it's going to be at? Right? And so then I wouldn't have, that's over an hour. Right? And then the next trade is it for, to me, another hour-ish, somewhere in here. Know that your trades are once an hour. You know, you might get lucky and maybe have more than one trade an hour, but hopefully that kind of makes sense on where to trade and when to trade and keep those trades limited. One trade an hour. Know those setups take a lot longer than you are thinking they take to create, okay? You got it, Shawnee. Gave you a little perspective there. Well, good. Hopefully some other traders in chat doing small account challenge stuff with deck or going small or smaller accounts or cash accounts or only going long, they can get that, you know. You have to understand this isn't a race to the finish line. And that's why I am so happy to be done pre-market into opening bell. Like, oh wow, I'm already at the finish line. You know, like today, you know, I'm already banked on this short, whatever it is. I don't feel like I have to rush and make all these other trades now. It's just kind of alleviates that, so to speak. And it needs to for you guys as well. You bank, you're up early. Go, shit, fuck yeah. My work day just got a lot quicker. Like, I was supposed to maybe be here for 3-4 hours. I may only be here for an hour. You know, like you got to think about it that. You know, think about if your 9 to 5 that you've ever had, or any job that you have that is that kind of 7-8 hours of work. Imagine if you got to go in the first hour. They're like, all right, cool, you made the money for the day. You can go home. You fucking go right on home. You wouldn't say if. You'd be like, damn, I'm done. I already made my money. Bye. Adios. See, everyone be like, where he going? He already made his money. He's going. All of them be like, oh, man, no, come on, get back here. No, I made my money. I'm out. I'm out. Peace. You'd leave. Fucking leave your job when you've made your money. Stop trying to stick around here all day. Now, I love coming back at lunch. Come back at lunch. Go over your trades. Ask me about your trades. Ask me about my trades. Let's go over lessons. Let's go over setups. This is not the time to trade. And if it is and you're looking to, or you just got into take trades for the day, your ass is going to wait. What? 30 minutes to an hour to find something. How often do you think you're just going to stumble into an hour-long setup that's just about to happen? I tell you right now, it hasn't happened too often for me. Now, I have a really good superstition, and I would say it's higher than probably others, like maybe a 20% rate. Like today, I came right on in. It was probably 10 minutes after I alerted SLDB that I was in that trade. I alerted it at 50 after. I remember I sent that to you guys at 50 after. There's 50 after right here. I guess I wasn't in that trade it was somewhere through here. So it was like 30 minutes later. So there you go. So there you go. There you go. 20, 30 minutes later till I actually even got into that, even after I alerted it. That's what you guys have to be aware of and understand. Keep that prerogative. Oh, you got it, Cousin Gray. Good stuff. Tay, thank you for that. You got it. I love it. Sean Worrell, love you. That is the dream. You are the dream. Sean Worrell. Hey, Sean. This is the dream right here. This is stage 2. Stage 1, M series. I've got my M competition. I got stage 1 knocked off because we had my normal realistic rides, right? The Jeep Wrangler, a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Also, that was like my dream ride growing up. Like if I could get and it was a limited at first, a Jeep Grand Cherokee limited. Let me get some leather seats that are heated, heated steering wheel. Okay, this is so tier 2. Tier 3 is Ferrari F8. A Ferrari's double this price, so I gotta find something to tier up to that. And to me, they're just it's Porsche. Now Lambo would be it, but Lambos, because they're in between there. That's another kind of level up. There are some Lambos that are in, but for the price and what Porsche does and the best made vehicles for their horse, it's not even a question. Because I'm going Ferrari over Lambo. It's a done deal. Lambo's too flamboyant. I'm 23, 26, 27. Look at me. Hey. I'm kind of that way. I know I'm a little, flamboyant. I'm a little, but I'm not like the social media wearing gold wrist bracelet, whatever those guys, I'm in Arkansas. We don't listen. That's a California for a Florida thing. Lambo. Gotta go with the Porsche. How many track records does a Lamborghini have? How many does Porsche have? Porsche kills it every day. Porsche kills it, continue to kill it. And will on the track. Lambo continuing to see this right here. Lambo continues to see this right there. That's exactly what the Lambo sees when they race. That right there. And it is a pretty ass. That is an absolute gorgeous booty. I mean, if I've seen a booty that's nice and runs parallel, perfectly technical sound setup, the front end perfectly matching the ass end. Oh man, and then having this PDK transmission system. I've used it before on a 911 turbo. And the engine right behind you. That's the engine. That's the engine right there. Not rear displacement all the way in the back like Ferraris, Lambo. It's right there midway through the car. So that weight distribution when you're on a track is so the engine's right there. It's right there. That's the dream right there, bruh. If you see a quality setup, would you trade again for the day, or do you just sit on the hands? Oh, Yusuf, I sit on the hands now. There was a time when I saw much cleaner and better, longer, more setups. They were just happening at this time of the day. Like I was just saying, if the probability of that being about 40 or 50%, that say even if I do see a good setup, it's about a 50% win rate, there is no way on hell I'm attacking that. I want 80-20, 90-10. Where I know if I enter that trade, there's pretty much a no ifs, ands, or buts. It is going to be a successful trade. And so like me and shorting, if I know 80 to 90% of small cap plays will give back gains for the day, and I just have to figure out where to short at, well, now I'm already putting myself in such a high category, right? And so that's how I feel with trading. If I know that over, and even the traders I've worked with, and it's been a lot of traders, 400, 500, really thousands, because let's just be honest. I've done one-on-ones with 400, almost 500 people. But think about the people in chat and the turnover rate and the people that aren't here anymore. I've helped out thousands of people, and I've seen thousands of charts. And so out of working and known out of thousands of people, if a high percentage make money in the morning, but tend to slip back and give it back throughout the day when they overtrade, they're up 500. Next thing you know, they're even at lunch, and then in power hour they give it back and they're down 500. Or they don't give it, and then maybe they get it back toward the end of it. So just trading all day just to get it back, but they could have just stopped. Again, like I said, you go to your job, you have to be there at 9 in the morning. And you have to be there till 5, and then do the 5 o'clock traffic on top of the fact when you leave, right? Would imagine if you're an hour in, it's 10 o'clock, and they're like, hey, you can go home. Well, yep, here's your check for the day. And you didn't have to wait for a check every week. You got it paid. You got your check right there of what you were supposed to make that day. All right, here's your $150 or whatever you make it work for that day. Your 8 hours you were going to be there. Boom, you got it in an hour. You got to leave. You wouldn't stay around. You would leave. You would. Every one of us would leave. We would we not? Set that same precedent. Make your money and leave. If someone says, hey, on the streets, here's $100. Don't be greedy. Someone just gave you $100 out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure you're going to be going like, oh, I hope this is real. This is awesome. Who was that guy? Tay, did you short CSAI? This AM, did you like the volume? Well, it was the setup. So I had this on my chart, Tay. I just went over this. So I had this on my chart. I saw what it did on Friday. It started doing that to start the day today. I knew if we got under yesterday's or Friday's low of day with this bear flag, we have really nothing in charting to hold us up, you know. Damn it. I'm trying to go 5-5. You know, if I crack here, I was really guesstimating right here. Where this high equals this bounce at 1575, 16. So I'm like, oh, we could crash to 16 easy. We halted down. We opened up below it. So when we came up live and we look what we're doing, and we came right into it, we're failing at it now. We're failing at it now. We're failing at it now. Right at my 16 mark. I was like, yes! Money reading that chart, baby! The talk is gold and really hits home. Thank you, man. You got it, Cousin Greg, Cousin Greg, Cousin Greg, Cousin Greg. Well, it's just me and all my random analogies, but it does make a lot of sense. Again, I just go back. I don't know why I keep honing back to when I worked at, and I hated the job, even though it was so easy. It was just so boring. But when I sold shoes at Dillard's, lady shoes, I sold lady shoes at Dillard's. I just didn't like it. Didn't take. I was trying to finish college, and it was just one of the things where I just needed money, and I knew the owner. I knew the manager, the general manager of that Dillard's in Little Rock here. Just needed some extra pay. But I don't know. The point being, like because I just had to wear a suit every day and dress shoes, and even with the nicest comfortable dress shoes, and it was still about 4 because you're up, you're on your feet, and this is just after I herniated my disc, right? So I hated that job because I had to stand on my feet all day long, and I would just go high. Like you would see, I'd be gone there'd be times I'd be gone for 2 to 3 hours. Oh, I hate. Then the rent-a-sitter jobs when I go to, you know, if it'd be like one of those things where I just get into rent-a-sitter and they're like, all right, here you go, here's your check for the week or for the day. Oh, I'm like, shit, I'm out of here. Y'all have fun delivering that shit. And especially picking up that stuff because I did not want to go to that house and pick that up. You would leave. I would have went straight. I just go back to that time. I would have went straight home and be like, damn, I'm done for the day. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, what we got? Fuck yeah, what's on TV? Fuck, nothing. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Ain't shit on. Guess I'll just put it on ESPN and listen to these assholes argue, and I'll take a little nap here. You know you would have. I would have for sure. Let's see, bro. I saw that this morning. Thursday we have a sesh. We must fix me. I'm always. Oh man, Sean always wanted a Porsche. Okay, I'd rather do a Porsche over a Lambo for sure. Yeah, Porsche. It's a more elegant ride. It's gonna hold its value over the Lambo. It doesn't depreciate as much. They're made better. The Germans make. I mean, it's Lambo's done like I said, but oh my god, Porsches. You got it, Tay on CSAI. But yeah, dude, oh yeah, and just the look of it. It's a track vehicle. You know that it's a true track vehicle. It's definitely dope. And what it's made for, and what it oh yeah, beautiful. Oh, Sean, you didn't see this yet because I haven't posted on social media. But you gotta watch this, Sean, real quick. I'll end it on this. And I forgot it's my lunch break time. But Sean, I love this guy's reviews. Ratty's reviews or whatever his name is. Love this guy. And so I was looking for a review on
the car.
This car.
Much different story when.
So this is the Arctic Blue or Arctic Gray I love it. It's got the Wysock package on it. It's different wheels, but similar color. Mine are magnesium wheels. We're talking almost $16,000 add-on. Sean, the wheels they're magnesium, so they're really light. It saves almost 20 to 25 pounds per wheel is what you're saving. So you end up saving 100 pounds in weight with those wheels. Huge on cornering, on the track. That's huge. Which that's what I would want this for, literally, to have fun on the track. But, or of course, show off on the street here and there. That's the Wysock package, which is the carbon fiber, and that's $8K. So between the Wysock package and the carbon fiber, the wheels, $16K. We're talking $24K between the two. $24K. So anyway, I want to see.
Out with it just.
I want to see his thoughts on this, right? Because he's really honest. He's usually brutally honest on it, right? Car is just absolutely
Porsche
gorgeous.
Adaptive suspension.
Absolutely gorgeous, right? And of course, it's a track GT. It's a GT
also
vehicle,
notice how
and it's the RS, so it's suspension. Blah, blah. It ride anyway. But look at the.
wing is attached.
All right, now let's just get to. Let's just get straight to the goods right here. You ready? You ready? You ready for this, Sean? This is what blew my mind. Just to see his reaction. Look at his face. Look at his face too.
Just wish it would go on forever.
He's talking about the day. Listen to this. I'll play this one last time here. Oh, come on here. Come on.
And this is like one of those days where I just wish it would go on forever.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like his face is like, it's like, how do I go back to driving what I normally drive? Like, he wants this car so bad now. He's like, how do I even go back to what I drive on the daily? And that's what I'll show in chat watch. He's about to pass a sign. 30 miles an hour. How fast do you think he's going here, Sean? I was guesstimating 90 to 100. Minimum. Sometimes maybe a little more, a little less sometimes.
Look at this. Look at this.
30 mile an hour sign coming up.
Give it to me.
The way he pounds his head up against the headrest.
It's just one of those cars where you lose yourself in it. It's like you're not even consciously at that conscious level. It's like I'm on this different level where I'm watching myself drive, and it just all happens so harmonious. It is unfreaking real what this car represents. And to think that 2024 model. Nice.
I mean, he is absolutely in heaven. I watched that. I was like, I'm sold. Sold. Done. Done. And then it was funny, you go to the comments, that was probably the most excited I've ever seen Joe behind the wheel of a car. Like, and some of his things, it's like a ballerina with huge biceps. Some of the stuff that he says, though, yeah, what? See, I love the looks of the Lamborghinis, but if you own one, I get it. It's a bit of an attention ask. Oh, yeah, yep. Blade for sure. Or I want more of that, like, like that more elegant. It's sexy. It's beautiful. Lambos are like, I don't say a Lamborghini's beautiful. I'll like, damn, that's sick, or damn, that's a badass looking car. I'm like, I don't know. I said like, this is gorgeous. Like, this is not only like, and not only is that eye catcher, like, damn, that's sick. That's, you'll see that coming and you're like, that's a sick vehicle. Yeah, that's dope. But then it's also, it's beautiful to me. Like the way it's done in the inside and that, and the actual dialogue. It's just, it's not only sexy, but it's beautiful. I've never said that about a car, really. That's kind of like, where I was like, damn. Let's be clear, I drive a 2008 Subaru, so let's not get twisted, but Lambos are a little look at me. Porsches are slick and humble and yeah, for sure. Yep. Exactly, I'm not saying I prefer over the Ford Fusion. Yeah, the Ford Fusion, right? It's like a video game. Yeah, right, Sean Worrell? I mean, because of how tight it rides and how smooth it rides and how well it handles those corners, going 80, 90, 100 miles an hour in those. I mean, I was like, wow, that thing is. I can't imagine getting that and it literally just, because I love playing Forza or playing Gran Turismo 7, right? absolutely love playing those and getting my, and at the next house, I'll have a rig set up so it's more realistic now. Just have a chair and a little kind of a rig right in front of me. It's kind of like a stand essentially, so it's nice. But yeah, I can't imagine being in that, like, kind of how well, and you're just sitting in those turns and being able to just downshift. Don't hit the accelerator, because I know exactly how to drive it, right? Downshift into that turn. As soon as you get close to being straightened up, boom, hammer down on the gas with the RPM. And those RPMs go to 9,000. Maxes out at 9,000, bro. Imagine 9,000 RPM screaming, and then engine's right behind you. Oh, I'm going to go next Monday for a test drive. So next Monday doing the test drive. It's definitely if I don't get it now, I will, once the house is built, that'll probably be the first present I get myself, is getting the GT4 RS for sure. That'll be the first garage, for like posts, and definitely attention-seeking new house. GT4 RS out in the driveway. All the other badass vehicles, a couple of Jeeps, M3 competition. I always love Corvettes, but in my opinion, it's the eye catcher that gets great to me, and the cheapest of the cars, the caliber it looks to me. Yeah. Blade, yep. Those are kind of the same. I mean, yeah, I've never been a Corvette guy. I drove a C7. I don't like the way they sit. Maybe the C8s are different. I don't like the ass ends of the C8s, though. Kay Clausen put it in chat too recently. I just don't like the ass end of the C8s. It isn't portioned to me. Like, this is a perfect technical sound proportion back in. Like, when you look at it from like right here, it, like, see how it kind of curves down and kind of angles into the middle. I'm not a big fan of the C8 Corvette, like the rear of it, like the ass end of it, where that it just pokes out. And of course, there we go. Here's a decent picture of it. But see, like right there, see how it angles up, and then just continues up, and then it's too far. I just don't like see, like right there. That looks like a Batman ride. That looks ugly to me. It's too much flare. This perfect amount. Goes in with the body of the vehicle. See that? Where the wheel and what's going on there? That looks like someone tried to make the Batmobile or something. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's too much. Too much booty cheek. This is that's perfectly proportioned. Perfectly. You don't see that's a Porsche for you. Again, it's a Porsche for That's why they're the track beasts that they are. Although Corvette finally now making a good track beast for sure. With double the horsepower, I do, mind you, that Porsches are carrying. But yeah, I love the front end of it. Love the front end of a C8. Love the front end of a C8. And then you get to like that rear, where those flares are, and the little scoops and the vents for the air. A little too much going on there. Then a little too much. I'm like, okay, why we get the ass end getting so big here? What's going on back here? I was like, and I showed off to Kay Clausen. I showed off Kim Kardashian booty. I was like, kind of like Kim Kardashian. Skinny legs, everything's maybe proportionate. And then you get to the booty. And that booty does not fit the rest of that body. It just doesn't. It would be like if I had arms the size of Hulk Hogan's. You guys would be like, AK looks weird. Spy Thoughts Green Day. Last alert right here, team. And then I'm taking that break for lunch. Got to get the dogs out before we start getting that pre-sip. Oh, nice little crack back here right at the top of the hour, huh? Nice crack back at the top of the hour. Do we have anything come out? Nothing I see. Maybe something on federal tariffs or something. I don't know. I would say overall watch for this to engulf down to that 608.40. I would bet 608.40 does get hit again, Green Days. Under 608.40, if we do get more continuation, I could see the SPY getting down to this reversal and what was the original high of day on last Thursday at 607.50 area. So 607.50 if we crack that 607.30 low of day mark. Now on the way back on up, I would be very careful. 100% hesitant to try to go long in this area anymore for the rest of the day. You have to claim back over the low from Friday and that 0925 mark or so, boss. Watch for more continuation down, in my opinion. Hold on, Grudo. No, you didn't go pee-pees. What if the Corvette has a spoiler? Does that help? No. It's too much booty cheek. Way too much booty cheek back there. I've seen the ones with the rear spoilers or whatever. I'm not a big fan of the regular C8. With the wings on the back or whatever. I mean, they're really technically kind of to me called a wing. But maybe like the ZR1, right? I think that one looks a little bit better on the back end, right? This one looks a little bit better. because it's a little bit better of a wing like you're talking about. See that wing on the back? But that's still just, it's too much right here. What the fuck are we doing? That looks like someone had a normal car right here, and then right there we glued on a body kit. Like it looks like right here someone glued on a body kit. That's not proportionate to me at all. That is nothing like my baby, and no offense, but I don't, it gets too wide back there. Too wide going on right here. And like this, and then I just don't like that. I like it from right here forward. I like that look too. Of course, I'm a Ferrari fan. Looks a lot like a Ferrari or a McLaren. I don't know what the fuck they're doing back. They want as much air induction as possible right there. It does, yes, make it a little better with that wing on the back. Just too big for me back there. I don't know what we're doing right through here. I don't know what we're doing right through there. It doesn't match the front of the car. It looks like two different fucking cars. This looks like a different car than this car, in my opinion. I hope you get that. The black kind of hides it a little bit there. And I think this has a little bit different maybe body kit at the bottom, I don't know, but yeah, just too much booty cheek back there. There's too much booty cheek in this. Like I said, two different looking cars. Front car looks a little different than that ass end car. But the wing helps a little bit. I just didn't like when I drove the C7 how low they sit. I've driven Ferraris. I've been in a Lambo, a Porsche. I've been in all the supercars that sit low. I don't know why. I did not like the way that C7 sit. I think it's what's behind you too, and the way the C7's made, right? Or the Corvettes are made. I don't like that feel where there's like, I like the Porsche, right? So there's like this back glass behind you, right? So you get this back glass behind you. I don't like that with the Corvettes. You know, I'm not a big fan of that at all. Like when I got into it, and it's like that this kind of like T-toppy kind of look or whatever, and you can't see right out behind you. There's no back glass. I don't like that in a vehicle. I don't like that at all. Now Ferrari, that's a little better, so you can see the convertible. I think that's why. And I like that, you know, because then you'll get more of a top-down vibe, and you can see right through, you know. But the ones that aren't convertibles, that have like that top across right there, ooh, I did not like that at all. Let's see. They took the idea of people like a big booty. Blade, yeah, right. I've never been in a supercar. Blade, oh man, you got to get in a supercar at some point, man. That's the first time I ever got into a Corvette. It's called TUR Turo. So if you ever get the chance, man, and I'm sure there's some cars in your city or somewhere around where you live. See if there's any badass ones. But yeah, this is where you can look around, skip the car rental, right, for sure. But this is where if you go to big cities, you can get a badass. I've gotten this is where I got the Porsche 911 Turbo. Porsche 911 Turbo, and I forgot what it was a day, but it wasn't a ton. But the Porsche 911 Turbo, you know, any of the super rides I've been in, the ones in Vegas, the Ferraris were like an exotic place. But that TURO is dope. I would look into that. And well, Blade, if you ever come to Arkansas to the AKNR, supercar, baby. Lost boys, lost girls, and thank you to Sean Whirls, speaking of, for this amazing intro and outro. I will see you guys back here tomorrow in 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Fucking FGF! Let's go! Fucking go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! What'd I tell you FGO was gonna go to? Let's go! Sorry if I just blew some eardrums in chat.